you could get it. Yeah. Well, you can get it. Yeah. Yeah, you can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up. Come on, we got...
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. It's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Goff now looking to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9. Goff. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Goff. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
He got 29 yards that time.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
McCarthy off the play fake. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Here's Chandler. Kirby Joseph there to drop it.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Chandler. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 17. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They run it with Chandler. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Steps away to his left. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now he'll try to run with this.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. J.J. McCarthy. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A shotgun snap for Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Goff now to throw. Got his man. It's Warren. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are once again back in front. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Chandler, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Looking to throw McCarthy. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn a sack. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. To throw is Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him incomplete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Warren. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now Goff. And Walker has it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Lions now are going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Goff. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, get us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Throwing is McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. That's Chandler. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And this taken in by Downs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Chandler. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. McCarthy going to sneak it. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. McCarthy going to sneak it. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
J.J. McCarthy. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. St. Brown motioning left. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. Finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. Gibbs straight ahead, and he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Forced out to his left. Oh, dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sand. And that'll bring up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Now McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
And now they'll shift things around.
He finds his man, complete. It's Chandler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. Chandler. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, 38 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Next to score, Vikings 21, Lions 10. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 70 yards. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Goff looking to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Chandler. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Chandler, and he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
2nd and 11. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McCarthy. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Lions 16.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to try and do this himself.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Vikings first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Chandler.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
After the interception, here's Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One last throw here for Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. The extra